This is how legends are made.
Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I want to share with you exactly how you can go out there on the internet and get influencers with huge followings to shout you out completely free. This can get you more sales, this can build out your email list, and it doesn't cost you any money. So what the hell? You should be paying attention to this. Exit out your tabs, tell your girlfriend or boyfriend, go in the other room. And if you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, I mean, it's just you and your hand tonight. But needless to say, guys, we are on Microsoft Paint. There's two ways you can do this. You can do this through YouTube. You can do this through Instagram. All right, I'm going to break down both. I'm going to share with you the exact messages to send influencers to make them want to shout you out for free. You're literally going to be able to, copy and paste the exact same messages that I've sent out to overcome objections, to make them want to do business with you, and how to actually incentivize them to shout you out for free, because there's kind of something you have to do that. There's a mutual benefit and agreement. So to do this strategy, you're looking for influencers who have under 200,000 subscribers, as you can see on the screen here, okay? And the reason why we look for this is because, one, they're easier to work with. Secondly, it's easier to get their attention because, keep in mind, influencers are getting inundated with messages on a daily basis of hundreds of people. And anything over 200,000, most people are going to ask you for money. They're going to want to know your budget, and it's just going to be a little bit more hectic for you. I'm just telling you, you also need to keep in mind, they're going to be more inundated than people who have less than 200,000 subscribers when it comes to like people messaging them. Also, before we dive into some live examples of how to find influencers for different niches, is you need to make sure that when you go and you reach out to an influencer, that influencer's audience is also related to your product audience. So if I'm selling a cat t-shirt, and I know this is so basic if you're a seasoned veteran, but not everyone who's watching this video is a seasoned veteran. We all got to start at chapter 1. We can't start at, chapter 5 halfway through the book, okay? So we're going to backpedal here. And that is, if I'm selling a cat shirt, I would go to Instagram and I would go to YouTube and I would try and connect with an influencer who is either creating cat-related videos on YouTube or animal-related videos on YouTube. Because chances are, if they're filming zebras and gazelles mating, all right, those people who watch those kinds of videos, yes, they have kind of some issues, animals mating, but they're going to be interested in my cat shirt because it's an animal, more than likely, than opposed to somebody who I'd find on YouTube that's an influencer doing tech reviews on the iPhone 10 or Samsung and laptops, all right? It's gonna clash with my audience. It's not gonna be congruent. Same thing with Instagram. I would look on Instagram for people who are posting pictures of specifically just cats, maybe different kinds of cats, and or just animals in general, because that's gonna be more in alignment with my product, which means if we're more in alignment with product audience and influencers audiences, we're gonna be able to get conversions, meaning leads on our list and or just direct sales, okay, which is what we want. That's what we want. So how do you go out there on YouTube and you go find influencers? It's very, very simple. I'm going to go over just one example with you guys on YouTube, and you can break this down for your own different niches, because I know you guys are all building out different niches in like Shopify, Amazon. You're doing internet marketing, network marketing. So when it comes down to this, all I did here was I actually typed in, I don't know why it's not showing up. Maybe I'll actually refresh the screen and mute it. Okay, it doesn't look like it's showing, but I typed in green juice best recipes, and this is a video that popped up. So let's say I'm selling a digital ebook online that's, I don't know, like 50 bucks, and it's a green juice recipe ebook that people can download and access just on the internet. And or maybe I'm selling a physical book, all right? Whether it's one or the other, it's pretty irrelevant, and it's pretty irrelevant the price. But what I can do is I can go and I can search on YouTube different influencers who are creating content around my niche. Chances are people who are into green juice, all right, which is just how to get your nutrition, how to diet properly. It's a drink, it's a beverage. Are going to be people who are into fitness, into dieting, into meal plans and prepping plans when it comes to meals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search up those different things in YouTube. Does it have to be specifically just juice, green juices? No, it could be anything around weight loss and fitness. Okay, but here's one that I came across. It's, a person, their channel's name is Yummies for Dummies Cooking Channel. She has 77,000 subscribers. So it definitely does meet our subscriber base right here. We're looking for people under 200,000 because most people are not making a lot of money under 200,000 subscribers. All right, they're not doing it full time. So coming back to her channel, she does meet our criteria. Now what I want to do is I want to see her consistency. I want to know if she's posting consistently on her channel. If she's not, it's like once every 6 months or once a month, then it's go find another person, all right? You're better off to go find another person because they're not as active. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at her channel. I'm just going to mute it just in case a video plays. All right, and it looks like a video is playing, and we're gonna go to videos, and we're gonna see that she looks, whoa, she's posting only twice a month. What the heck? What the heck, Yummies for Dummies? Let's go. Let's get a move on. She's posting pretty much the same as me at the time we shoot this video. But needless to say, it's not great, her posting. It's not phenomenal. I would encourage you guys looking for people who post 3 times a week or every single day. Again, the reason for that is it's easier for them to actually shout you out because they're creating so much content. They're going to be more into shouting you out for free with the incentive you're going to give them than opposed if they're only shooting a video once or twice a month. They may not be as opposed to shouting you out for free because their content is limited. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So she's posting twice a month. It looks like 3 months ago she posted 4 times in 1 month. So this isn't bad. I would reach out to her just to test the water because she does have an audience and she's getting about 1,000 views per video, over 1,000 views, which is really good. Some of them 11,000 views, which is again what we're looking for when it comes to YouTube. If you're gonna contact influencers under 200K, you're looking for their views on their videos to average at least over 1,000 views, and then monthly views it should be at least over 100,000. All right, over 100,000 views per month they should be getting, all right, at least. So if we look at her, it looks like she's doing that. She's getting 1,000 views per video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact her. How do I do that? Very, very simple, guys. You go to the About Us page on their YouTube channel. Sometimes they'll have websites linked, like she has a website that's linked right here. I can go to her website, go to her About Us page, contact her there. But I'm just going to send her a message, this little message thing beside the flag. I'm going to send her a message there. And what message do you send her? I'm going to get to that in a second. It's very important what your first message is. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know, and I talked about this in the Instagram influencer shoutout video, 5 videos I uploaded ago, I think, give or take. And that is you want to hit her from every single angle. Because again, these people are getting messages from so many other people. So we're going to go to her Instagram. We're going to go to her Twitter. We're going to go to her Facebook. We're going to open up all her other social media, messaging her on all these platforms with the same message. Why? Because she may not ever check her Twitter messages or her Instagram messages, or she's just getting spammed to death on all of them. So we want to hit her from all these angles so we can get her attention. Okay? Hope that's clear. So I'm not going to send messages to her, but the message that we do send, that I've sent to influencers that do work, are usually going to be a message that starts out with a question. Typically, that's what you want to send people because messages, psychologically, people, when you're asking them a question, they feel the need to respond back, even if they don't verbally do it. Like I ask you, how is your day? Or do you hate your boss? Or do you enjoy your life currently at this state? And automatically, when I ask you these questions, you may not verbally actually answer them, but in your head, you've already answered them. You're like, I fucking hate my day. I love my day. I enjoy my day. I love my boss. We rub each other's back and bathe together. I don't know, okay? But when it comes down to it, you ask a question, people are more enabled to actually answer it. So what are some examples to send as your first message? One, if you're sending to an Instagram influencer, you're asking them for story shoutouts. So you ask them, do you sell shoutouts for your Instagram page? If you're asking a YouTuber, all right, you're gonna ask them, do they do promotions for their videos or sponsored videos? Okay, just ask them that. And then you can ask them another question. All right, so this is message number 1 that you have an option to send them. Option number 2 would be, what are your rates for shoutouts? Asking them, what are your rates for shoutouts if they actually do them? Okay, that would be if you're messaging an Instagram influencer. If you're messaging a YouTuber, you ask them, what are your rates for promotions and or sponsored videos if you do them? Okay, that's what you're asking them. And then a third option that you guys can use if you don't want to use the first 2, all right, and you don't have to use all of these, all right. It's essentially asking a question. That's all you're doing. But one of the next ones you can use that's worked for me really, really well is putting seriously interested in running a shout out to an influencer. Would love to know your rates, and or if you're talking to a YouTuber, seriously interested in running a promotional video with your YouTube channel, would love to know your rates, or a sponsored video. I'd love to sponsor one of your YouTube videos. Would love to know your rates. Okay, and you see sponsored videos on YouTube all the time. You see, people who have promoted different products who are YouTubers, And they usually do that at the end of their video. Either it's like a discount code to get a certain product for 30% off, or it's the product that they can access. You see this a lot with people in the ASMR community, health and fitness, like every single niche out there. You see a lot of promotional videos. And if you have never seen them, I mean, just watch some more YouTube videos and you guys will see a lot of promos, especially being done right now because a lot of people's AdSense has gone down in different niches. So I hope that makes sense. Start out with your message being a question using one of these three. These are the three ones that I always mix up and I use that get me really good response rates. Like more people are opted in to respond to you. Why? Because they feel obligated to answer you back with a question that you start out. And also, it gets their interest right away because you're straight to the point. You're asking, do they sell shoutouts? Do they do video promotions or sponsored videos on their YouTube channel? And when you ask that question, they know that you want to pay them to do this, all right? They know that this is something that they're going to be able to make money from, all right? Even though you're actually going to get them to shout you out for free. But there's a mutual benefit here, and we'll get into that. We'll break it down. But they know that this is a money opportunity, money-making opportunity for them, which these people who have under 200,000 subscribers and followers on Instagram and YouTube, they're not making a killing. Keep that in mind, all right? They're not living a lavish lifestyle. So they're going to respond. That's what this little arrow and circle is. This is their response. And whatever they get back to you, whether they tell you what they're asking, what your rates are, what your product is, whatever they ask you, okay? But if they say no, they're not doing, promotions on their YouTube videos, they're not running sponsored videos, they're also not doing any type of shout outs on their Instagram. If they say no, then just go message another person, go find another influencer. But if they respond back asking you more questions and they're actually interested and they're wondering what your rates are, what your product is, what your budget is, okay, they ask you any of the above, you always respond back like this. Okay, this is how you respond, and this is how you separate yourself from a newbie who doesn't know how to respond and deal professionally with people so you don't get finessed yourself. And this is how you finesse the finessers on social media. Because keep in mind, these social media influencers, they don't know how to properly price things. They're relatively new. Even if they've been around for a long time, if they have under 200,000 subscribers, they're not making a living, all right? They probably still have a job that they're working. So this is what we message them, exactly word for word, copy and paste. So I put together, my team and I are very interested in potentially partnering up with you to establish a long-term business relationship for one of our product launches that is in the same niche as your audience. And obviously, when you say your product launch, you can mention what your product is, the name of your product. You can reference what product niche it is actually in. But the way we word our first little sentence here is we're making it so as if we have a huge collective team of like a department of marketers and a huge corporation and firm that is behind us, okay? And we're an entity that's coming to them and asking to do business with them. We're actually interested. We're bigger than we are. And some people will be like, well, Brando, that's lying, that's false. The reality is when you're just getting started, you need to make it sound as if you've already done business before with other influencers, especially if this is your first time and you're wanting them to shout you out for free. You need to put yourself up here so they look at you as an authority, not look at you as somebody who's not an authority, because if they look at you who's not an authority, they're going to tell you need to pay for this, all right? And they're also not going to probably want to do business with you. So position yourself as an authority by saying you have a team behind you and you're very interested in partnering up with them to establish a long-term business relationship is big because they want long-term business too. They want long-term money too. All right, that's why they're on social media. And naming that you're doing a product launch is really big, and it's the same niche as them, reassures them that it's not like you're selling fidget spinners or you're selling, I don't know, yoga mats to people who are in love with cats. Okay, it's probably not going to work out. So you're letting them know it's in the same niche. Now, you carry on with the same message. This is all the same message. This is not three separate messages. It's the same message. We go, now we've always worked with. So now we're going to tell them our work experience with influencers. Even though maybe you've never worked with influencers before, we're going to say, now we've always worked with and become brand partners with influencers of audiences usually over 800,000. But with the awesome content, engaged audience you've been able to build up, my team and I have decided to reach out to see if you'd be interested in letting us test your page for about 8 to 12 hours. If you're messaging an Instagram influencer with one shout out, and in turn offer you percentage of bonus sales that come from it. If you're messaging a YouTube influencer, we were the exact same way. The only thing we would change up, we would put midway, all right, where it says my team and I decided to reach out to you to see if you'd be interested in letting us test your page. We're not testing their page, we're testing pretty much their channel. So that's what we would put. We put my team and I decided to reach out to you if you'd be interested in letting us test out your YouTube channel for one video and offer you in turn a bonus sales, all right, and a bonus sales percentage, meaning like you shout us out for free in one of your YouTube videos, in one of your Instagram stories. In a story, it's going to be roughly about 8 to 12 hours because that's usually how long a story lasts. They will shout you out for free. And in turn, if you make sales from that shout out, you give them a cut and you take a cut. If it's a YouTube video, all right, they put a little bit of, a shout out for you at the end of their YouTube video. They mention you. They encourage their audience in the YouTube video to click the link below. If people actually purchase and there's some sales, there's conversions, then obviously for that YouTuber, you give them a cut of the sales and you keep a part of the sales, all right? And that's how they would make money, and this is how you get influencers to shout you out for free. Does that make sense? So that's what we put as our middle part, all right? Pretty much establishing with them that we've worked with bigger influencers than them, and we usually only work with these bigger influencers, but we saw what they were creating, their content, their YouTube videos, and we saw the engagement there, and we saw an opportunity. We saw that, they have a winning page, a winning YouTube channel, all right, with our specific product that we're trying to launch. We just make that clear to them. The last little part that we leave in our sentence of this whole message here, right here, is we put, if the shout out converts or if the YouTube video converts, with your audience, my team and I will continue purchasing and sponsoring your YouTube videos or your Instagram shout outs weekly or monthly for a percentage of sales volume. Okay, and then what's going to happen is they're going to get back to you. So let's say you go out there, you message 100 Instagram influencers, you message 100 YouTubers. Well, about 20 of them are going to get back to you, all right, give or take. If you're really persistent and you follow up with them on Instagram, Facebook, like all their social media, you'll get about 20% that actually come back at you. And usually what happens is they're going to want to know the percentage they're going to make per one sale, all right? That's what they're going to want to know. And they're also going to want to know what your product is, okay? And all you do is very simple. You tell them exactly what product it is that you're trying to sell, all right? Or telling them exactly what it is that you're going to give to their audience, all right? So if you're not going to sell a product, and let's say you're going to offer their audience something for free in turn for building out your email list, you can tell them exactly what that is. And as long as it's in alignment with their actual audience, meaning like if I'm selling cat shirts and their audience is all into cats, as long as it's in alignment with that, they're going to be okay with that. If it's not, they're not going to want to pitch their audience something that is nothing of relevancy to what they're doing. Does that make sense? So after you give them a little bit more detail on your product and or free offer you're offering to them, you need to let them know kind of the percentages, and this is where the negotiation is going to come into hand, all right? And it's very simple to negotiate with people. I usually always start out by telling them, one sale is probably going to equal for them about like $20, all right? Now, for me, I am always promoting something that is going to make me over $100 per one sale, all right? So if you're offering a lower front-end offer that you're trying to sell, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to get influencers to shout you out for free. This is going to work extremely well if you find products out there that are over $100, over even like $50. Hell, you could do over $30. But again, that influencer is not going to make, a killing. I would say anything over $30 is good. It's pretty conservative. But for me, because I'm always promoting things that are over $100, I would let them know every time we get one sale. If we get one sale, they're going to make $20. And what that does is it paints a picture in that influencer's head, all right? And the reason why we tell them this, instead of a percentage like we're going to give them like 25%, is because most people are not an analytical type, meaning like they don't know what 25% of $175 is, or what 25% of $7 is, or $10 or $30. They don't want to do that extra math in their head. They got to go to the calculator. So if you can tell them, all right, that, well, out of the sales that come in, from each sale that does come in, you'll make about $20. What they're going to do is they're going to look at their followers. They're going to say, okay, I've got 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. If I times that by 20, oh my God, I'm going to be making $2 million, right? They're going to see the bigger picture of how this is going to work, which is going to enable them to push themselves over the edge and overcome their own objections and actually want to shout you out for free in their sponsored YouTube video, in their Instagram, story shoutouts. Okay, do you see how this works? And if they say, I want to make more than that, then you can negotiate with them. I would say never give up more than 50%. That's it. All right. If you negotiate with them and they're not budging at 20% or they're not budging at 30%, then say 50%, just go 50-50. All right. You can still make a killing from doing that. And again, the whole core of this is getting them to shout you out for free. And you want to partner up with them. You want to establish a long-term business relationship. That is how it works. That's the simple step-by-step copy-paste method. All right, and I might do another video on negotiation, but just making sure it is completely simple, guys. Once you send this big message right here, they're going to reply back to you. And when they reply back, most of the messages I get are always asking how much they make per sale and what exactly your product is. There's a couple ways you can optimize from this, and I want to share this with you before I actually end out. And that is, all right, you can actually offer a free offer. All right. So when you go and you connect with influencers on YouTube, and I actually forgot to share with you guys Instagram here. So how would we find people on Instagram? Very simple. Let's say I'm selling pug t-shirts or I'm selling dog collars for pugs, right? Something around that niche. Well, we could go to Instagram, we search up pugs, and then I can come across all of these different Instagram profiles. I look at this one. This one's pug lovers only. It's got 175,000 followers. All I'm looking for on Instagram, again, is consistency. How many times are they posting? All right. What type of content are they posting? All right. Looks good. And it looks like they're actually shouting out other people. You can see that they're tagging other people in here, which is kind of cool. So I know this person around pugs is obviously already doing some kind of promotion for other people, which is cool. So what I could do is I could reach out to this person. I would do it just by messaging them. If they have a website, I would click on their website. I would go to their About Us page. If they have an About Us page, I'd message them there. If I was selling a pug t-shirt or anything to do with animals and dogs specifically, because then obviously we're going to get a conversion with their audience, because everyone who's following this page is into pugs and into dogs. All right. Makes sense? And then, following the exact same formula, once we find an Instagram influencer, we would message them first, our question. You guys have 3 options of questions that you can send them for your first starting message. We wait for a response. And when it comes to responses, guys, most people are not going to get back to you, which is why you want to use this strategy and message at least 100 people a day, 50 people a day. This is a hustle and bustle move. But when you find that, 1 or 2 or 5 influencers that are willing to actually do this for you, it can transform your business, so then you never have to do 100 people a day where you're messaging them, or 50 people a day. But that's the thing. You gotta hustle with this stuff, guys, to make it work. And some of you guys are like, oh, I don't want to do that. But you probably watch more TV every single day, which you could utilize that time watching TV or pornography, and you could do this. All right, I'm just telling you like it is. So you just follow the same formula. You wait for that response back, whatever they say back. If it's asking you your rates, your budget, what products you're selling, you reply back with this exact message. All right. So you establish yourself as an authority. And then when they get interested, that's when you can talk about what your product is specifically and how to negotiate the sales process. Starting out low, 20% bare minimum. I think that's really good. When you're doing a partnership with people, you give them 20%, you keep 80%. And then, if they're not negotiating with that, depending on how engaged their audience is and how many views they're getting on their videos per video they upload, you can work your way up to a 50-50 partnership, which is still really, really good. But then it comes down to the optimization part, which is where I wanted to come to. And you can offer a free offer at first. So what you can do is you can take those people on YouTube or on Instagram. So when a YouTuber, you get a sponsored video from a YouTuber. So they shout you out in their YouTube video at the end of it. They mention you. They tell their audience to click the link below. You can get those people to actually come to a opt-in page, a capture page, where they enter their name and their email. All right. And they get maybe an ebook course for free on green juice recipes or on pugs and how to train your pug not to pee in your house, or a video course. All right. You give that to them for free. And in turn, guess what? They get on your email list. And the cool lucrative thing about this is now you can establish a long-term business relationship with those people on your email list, because not everyone on that YouTuber's video who goes and watches the video, who comes to, a product page, is going to buy right away, which is what you see most people, like 99.9% of people out there in the e-commerce niche who are doing drop shipping, Shopify. What are they doing? They're doing influencer marketing, but they're sending people directly from like an Instagram page of 100,000 or 200,000, and they're sending them directly to that product to purchase it. That's direct marketing, and it does work. It's working very effectively today in 2017 and 2018. But if you want to elevate yourself and you want to keep in communication with people, and you also realize that not everyone who comes from that influencer's page and YouTube account is going to buy, all right, because not everyone's going to buy, then you can capitalize 10 times more, and you can actually get even more of an ROI if you get those people on an email list. I hope that is crystal clear, guys. And what an opt-in page looks like, if you're not familiar with one, I'll actually share with you guys one of mine. This is what an opt-in looks like right now. It's loaded. All right, this is where I give people a free, newbie-friendly 3-day web class that reveals how I get over 1,200 customers every 30 days using email marketing without chasing friends and family. All right, they have to enter their name and email to get access to this 3-day web class. All right, but I give it to them for free because I know if I get them on my email list, I can sell to them over and over again, and I can also just build a relationship with them where they like, know, and trust me, which is how people buy from you. Okay, if I sent them straight to a product page, a sales page to purchase a product, I would not be able to follow up with them. I would not be able to communicate with them, all right, and sell to them different products that maybe they're interested in because maybe they didn't get interested in the first one. I hope you guys use this. I hope you put it to use. Let me know down in the comments if you are going to actually apply this. I would love to hear you guys' testimonials and also thoughts on this process, if you've ever tried it before, and also what you thought about it just in general. Other than that, that is it for today's video. I want to eat my banana now. I need to eat my banana now because I'm part monkey. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get access to my next video that I upload on my channel. And also, if you haven't checked out my Unbreakable Traffic Academy course, that's newbie friendly, where I break down how to go from 0 to getting thousands of customers every single month in less than 90 days, then check it out. It'll be the first link down below. Yeah, I'm rambling now like I always do, but see you. Peace. Love you. Bye. I don't know what I'm saying. I gotta go, but I'm too fly. I don't know what I'm rhyming. Okay, we'll stop.